Ever walked into a room and felt invisible? Like your beauty went quiet and no one noticed the spark you worked so hard to keep alive? Darling, I know that feeling. I was adored by millions and still had nights where I stood under a chandelier and felt like a ghost. That's why I want to share something with you, soft, secret, and far more powerful than you think. One feminine move that makes you unforgettable tonight. First, promise me something. You won't chase the room. You'll let the room come to you. That's the heart of it. The secret isn't noise, it's gravity, not a hurricane. Moonlight. Now, let's begin at the door. Your entrance starts 2 steps before the threshold. Stop just outside. Gather yourself like silk in your hands. Soften your belly. Drop your shoulders. Lift your chin as if a string of pearls is being clasped at the back of your neck. Then glide in. Too slow for the hurried, just right for the curious. Look to the side before you look ahead. Let your eyes find a detail that delights you. The gold rim of a glass, a candle's flicker, the edge of a velvet chair. You've already made friends with the room before anyone sees you. That's the move. You choose the room. The room doesn't choose you. Here's my confession. I learned to be irresistible the day I stopped trying to be loud. I became warm. I let my edges show, but in satin. Let me give you eyes, your most expensive jewelry. When you speak to someone, draw an invisible triangle. Left eye, lips, right eye. But keep most of your attention on one eye, just for a heartbeat longer than polite. It's like telling a secret without words. Then let your gaze dip to their mouth, briefly, like you stumbled on a thought. When you lift your eyes again, smile as if you found your thought and it was delicious. People remember how you made their nerves tingle, not your exact words. Now, your voice. Think warm honey, not hot tea. You don't need to push. You allow. The shape of your mouth matters. Round your vowels like you're tasting a strawberry. End your sentences with a soft exhale, a little sigh that says, I'm finished, and I'm comfortable finishing. That softness tells the room you're not begging to be heard. You're inviting. And invitations are irresistible. Perfume, darling. Don't wear it. Place it. Behind your knees so it rises when you walk. At the base of your throat so a hug becomes a memory. One whisper along your hairline. Just one. And then a secret. Touch the inside hem of your coat with the lightest kiss of scent. When you leave a chair, the ghost of you lingers for a beat. People will look up, not knowing why. Now I want to talk about the thing you think makes you weak. Your insecurity. Let's dress it in lace. Admitting something small can be the most powerful move in the world when it's wrapped in confidence. Try this. I get nervous in big rooms, but you make this corner feel cozy. That's vulnerability on purpose. It says, I'm human, and I like you. And that simple, gentle confession makes people want to protect the moment with you. When you laugh, let it bloom, then tuck it away like a secret you're saving for later. Don't empty the whole glass at once. Mystery is just generosity in installments. Your hands are storytellers. If you fidget, give your hands a job. Hold the stem of a glass like it's an antique. Trace the rim with one fingertip, slow, like you're drawing a moon. Touch the back of a chair before you sit, as if you were tasting the temperature of the evening. All these tiny rituals whisper, I belong anywhere I choose to be. Fashion is a language, not a costume. Pick one detail that feels like a wink. Red lips that look like you kissed a cherry and kept the secret. A strand of pearls that sits where a kiss might land. A silk scarf only you understand how to tie. You're not dressing for approval. You're dressing as a love letter to yourself. When your clothes feel like a promise, your walk becomes the signature. Let me tell you a story. Once, I walked into a room full of people who thought they knew me. I gave them the famous smile, and they smiled back like they were checking a box. Then I changed the temperature. I let my shoulders relax. I lowered my gaze and raised it slowly to meet one person's eyes. Just one. And softened my mouth into almost a smile. The room went quiet not because I demanded it, but because I offered everyone a secret. The secret was, I see you. That's the move. And now, boundaries. The sweetest boundary is a gentle no said as if it were a gift. Smile first. Tilt your head. Then say, not tonight. Or, I'd love to, but I'm keeping this evening light. The smile softens the no. The no sharpens the respect. You're not a candle everyone gets to borrow. You're the chandelier they need to deserve. Here's a charm for your pocket, the compliment that opens doors. Instead of, you look great, try. That color makes your eyes mischievous. Specific, playful, and a little wicked. People remember being seen in detail, and when you see others, they rush to see you. Relationships? Keep your sparkle, but let your softness have architecture. Appreciation is architecture. Whisper, I feel safe with you when you plan the night. Or, I can't stop thinking about the way you looked at me. This isn't flattery. It's a map. Lovers adore maps. It tells them how to bring you joy. For the nights you feel invisible, practice my mirror ritual. Stand close enough to fog the glass with your breath. Outline your lips with your finger, then draw a tiny heart on the corner of your reflection. Ask, who do I want to be tonight? Pick one word, playful, magnetic, serene. Then find where that word lives in your body, in your belly if it's confidence, in your throat if it's voice, in your hips if it's rhythm. Walk out wearing that word like silk under your dress. No one sees it, but everyone feels it. Midnight truth. I wasn't born fearless. I learned to turn tremble into tremolo. If you shake, let it sing through your voice as warmth. If your knees wobble, let it become sway. Turn every weakness into choreography. That's the alchemy of feminine power. Quick question, Angel. What secret will you try first tonight? The scent on your coat hem or the eye triangle? Tell me in the comments so we can learn from each other. And if these little confessions are speaking to you, tap like and subscribe. I'll keep your evenings company. Now, let me give you the art of the exit. Never leave when the room is empty. Leave when your presence still tastes sweet. Stand. Smooth your skirt as if erasing a daydream. Thank the room with your eyes, not your mouth. Then touch someone's forearm lightly, a single warm punctuation, before you go. Look back once, only once. You're not asking the room to follow. You're teaching it to miss you. If you're sitting across from someone you want to haunt, in the good way, let your knees angle toward them. Let your shoe dangle for a heartbeat too long. Ask a question that invites a story, not a list. Try. What's a feeling you're chasing this year? Then when they answer, repeat their last phrase in a whisper. That's how you lay velvet between you. Your body language is a poem. The hips speak commas, the shoulders speak sentences. When you walk, lead from your ribs, not your feet. Imagine a thread pulling your sternum forward. Your hips will follow like they're late to a secret. And the floor won't creak under you, it will purr. Beauty is a ritual, not a performance. Red lipstick is a promise you make to your future self. I will be seen even when I feel small. Powder lightly where a kiss might land. Cheekbone, collarbone, the dip at the base of your throat. Brush your brows as if you're calming a cat. Treat your reflection like a friend who kept your secrets through the rain. If jealousy visits, invite her for tea. Ask, what do you think I don't have? Then give yourself one thing she wants. Time, a bath, a book, a nap. Jealousy is just a tired girl who wants to be tended to. Once you soothe her, your magnetism returns like a song you forgot you knew. In love, don't perform, respond. When someone pays attention, let your eyes brighten like someone opened a window. When they pull away, Let your energy stay steady. That steadiness is the opposite of chasing. It says, I'm lovely whether or not you notice, and you're lucky when you do. I'll share a secret for the moments you want to be unforgettable without saying a word. Align your wrist with your heart and touch your necklace as if you're thinking of a wish. People will fill the silence with their own imagination. Imagination is a spotlight more flattering than any lamp. And darling, forgiveness. Not for them. For you. The nights you said too much, laughed too loud, or felt too small. Kiss those memories on the forehead. They taught you timing. They taught you tenderness. Perfection is cold. Allure is warm. You are warm. Now we circle back to the promise I made at the start. One feminine move that makes you irresistible tonight. Here it is in its simplest form. Own the temperature of your presence, not by pushing, by choosing. Choose your pace, your gaze, your scent, your smile, your words, and your exit. When you choose, you become a climate. People don't run from climates. They enter, breathe deeper, and whisper, I want to stay. So take a breath with me. Shoulders down, throat soft, eyes kind. Enter the room like you're bringing the moon. Place your scent where memory can find it. Speak as if tasting strawberries. Offer a small truth. Keep one secret for later. Leave while the sweetness lingers. That's the Monroe effect. Elegant, gentle, undeniable. And it already lives in you. Tonight, walk out the door in your favorite color. Let your heels be metronomes. Let your laughter be sugar. And if anyone wonders why everything suddenly looks softer and brighter, tilt your head and give them that almost smile. The one that says, Darling, I'm not here to be found. I'm here to be felt.